Hello, CMA Universe. Welcome to the Curious Matter Aftershow. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I am Jonathan Pezza, standing in for Sandeep Parikh today.
Yes, and tonight we are going to go behind the scenes of this week's epic finale episode, The Exile, Part 8, Free Air.
We want to thank you guys for just an unbelievable season. It's been 20 weeks. We've had 250,000 listens so far, a slew of amazing comments, tons of support. Everybody has just been so wonderful, and we really just want to say thank you to all of you for making this so amazing. We have a great show tonight, tons of guests. Alison's going to be running a panel a little bit later with quite a few of our cast.
We're really excited about it. And Jonathan, congratulations on an amazing season. Big question for you. Are you ready to finally get some sleep?
Yes, definitely yes.
I'm very upset with you. What? First off, tears. And I had no idea what was coming. And then you got me. And then I got angry at you. And then I was like, that's the hell of a way to end the show.
Are you angry or happy at the end? Is the ultimate.
No, it's amazing. I'm angry that you got me. That was I'm angry that I didn't see it coming. I'm angry at myself.
Let's bring on some of our guests.
Let's bring some guests and see how angry they are. Oh my gosh, look at all these amazing faces. I truly was like, I have no idea who's about to pop up on the screen.
Welcome. We have Tiffany Smith, we have Todd Stashwick, we have Amy Vorpahl, and we have Alex Matos. Hi everyone. How are you all feeling? Because I'm a mess. That was some ending. Tiffany, how the hell do you feel?
Like, genuinely, I didn't expect to get emotional, but, like, I think because I think back to when we started doing the show, and it was during the pandemic and strike, and how special it was to get to be doing this thing, and then hearing it all come together like this, and getting to know that, like, we're going to have cast jump on, and hearing everybody's voices in this last episode, and then it being in the episode, like, I don't know. I was like, I didn't expect to cry. And I'm like, what the heck, Tiffany? So it was a big episode. Like, I think every time I listen to one of the episodes and it's in its completed form, I'm just blown away by what Jonathan does on this show, where it's like, I get to see it from the script to hearing all of you guys come into the studio to then getting to listen to it live with friends and audience on Twitch. And yeah. I'm totally blown away. I'm so proud of the show. Like, it's so fucking good. I don't know if I can say that. Sorry, I just did.
Jonathan will bleep it in post or something.
Yeah, I won't. It's explicit. It says it on the podcast. It's fine. We've got so many F-bombs.
Okay, before we dive in and chat with our amazing guests that are here, Jonathan, we have a t-shirt to announce. Apparently, which is clearly the most important part of
the everything. Most important. Well, let's introduce people first.
I just did. I already did.
We did. Oh, I'm so like spun hearing it and seeing everybody. Like, for me, this is like listening to it again. It's like the culmination of everything. So I'm sort of out of it too. But yeah, let's look at the t-shirt. I think it's appropriate for that.
While it's coming up, I just love the fact that we have two of the nicest guys in the world playing two of the biggest bads in this season of the show. Todd and Alex, it's funny to me because you guys are both like these jovial, warm humans in real life, but you play villains so freaking well on this show.
Oh, it's so fun.
Tiffany, I'm 6'2". I have dark circles and the voice of a garbage truck. Like,
I would say Todd makes a living being a villain. Okay,
my destiny is to be villainous. You know.
I know.
Somebody has to. We always get the best lines and the best costumes.
You definitely got my favorite line in the entire series.
Oh, sure.
Which is consider this your eviction notice.
Oh, that's pretty badass. Yeah.
I had to write down my favorite line because it was originally Mars is everything, which I was like, there it is. That's it. And that's a t-shirt. But then should I just say my favorite line since are we still waiting to see this t-shirt?
I have it ready. We were just chatting.
Sure. We've been waiting.
All right. It is the brand new Terran Security recruit shirt with the Terran Security logo right on the front. Everyone gets to join.
Hey, low-key, I might just grab that myself.
Yeah.
He gets one. All right. Here's my favorite line. It's kind of not a shocker that it's Rand's, but it is. I do have a primo playlist perfect for a revolution. I mean,
Yeah.
he said that, and I was like, I have to write it down. I'm not going to remember if I don't write it down. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're joined by Jeff Torres now.
Yo, what's
Welcome.
going on? Hey.
All right,
How y'all doing?
we have the whole gang. I love it. Just to keep things kind of clean, I'm going to come to you guys individually. Well, we're going to make this like a panel. So I'm going to ask a question, but I'm going to call out your names so we're not all talking over each other. Because we've all been on those terrible Zoom meetings and we don't need to do that. Since we were talking about favorite lines, I would love to know if any of you have a favorite line that you either said or you picked up while you were listening. Todd, oh God, I went to Todd and he
My
looked so
brain is
confused.
fried.
Amy's got one.
Okay, Amy's go.
And I've got one. This is something I got to say, and it's so punny. So I played 3, and I got to tell Tiffany's character, "I got your 6," and my character acknowledged that it was dumb. And so that's all I need. Like if I get to say a dumb pun and then go wink, like we're done.
You're set.
That's all I need.
Oh, never mind. It's consider this your eviction notice.
Yep. Same.
Too easy.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a callback.
Also, I know how tired Todd is, so thank you, Todd, for coming on the show. It means so much because I know he's been running around like crazy.
Thank you so
So
much.
I love seeing that how slow the comeback was. That you were like, I need a second. Now I've got it.
Alexander, how about you?
I just had to send the librarian back to get the book.
Yeah.
And our newest guest, Jeff, do you have a favorite line?
Consider this your eviction notice is kind of, I don't know. I love.
I know it's badass.
Great line. It's probably the best line.
That's
a hard
really,
line.
yeah, it's hard to beat that. That's like the greatest like action movie line ever. It's great.
And
he's holding a minigun when he's used like it's
Yeah.
we've got another guest joining us, Eugene Byrd from his jail in Dune. Again,
welcome.
welcome back.
Thank
We
you,
were just
thank you,
talking
thank you.
about if you had a favorite line that you said or a favorite line that you heard while you were listening to the episodes.
We talked about this last time.
Yeah.
And I always forget the third line. I guess I'm
Do you
lines in my head.
Do you want to say? Because I have mine.
What's yours?
2 of them were in this episode. I really like "Let's go see if we can unfuck a planet" is one of my favorite lines. Because I just want a shirt that says that. Can we unfuck a planet, unfuck a country, whatever. And then the other one was also in this episode, and that's just more like because I get to say the title in it, but that monologue and the scene, the moments where I got to say we are reduced to the rawest form of this serious matter. So it's probably my 2 favorites. Yeah.
That's the show.
The only time it's been uttered in the series
Yeah. But it was, it was one of those.
ever. Yeah, it's the first time.
Yeah. It was really like that was that our last? No. Was that our last session when we were recording it? I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now do you remember Eugene?
Getting old,
He's
man.
like, he's opening the script.
My brain is like, yo, man, we recorded that. I'm trying to remember. I was gonna be like, I think Todd Stashwick knows more than I do these days.
Yeah. Eugene, you do remember how the show ends, I hope.
Yeah, man. I'm over here thinking she dead. She'll be lying to her brother. Made me think she was dead, and she pops up. Wants to take a brother out, take a brother out in space, because that's what I do. I'm excited about those things,
She bought you a ticket too, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, but I didn't know this. Y'all act like I knew this.
I
That's
felt
what I'm
exactly
saying.
like you, Eugene. I felt like, is this a fucking joke? Like, what is happening? And then they pull out the ticket, and I'm like, no, I don't. I'm still so angry, but
I'm
it's
still
so
mad
good.
at you. I'm still mad at you because why you got me thinking you dead?
That show had to go to unfuck the planet, okay?
Whatever, man.
All right. Let's okay, I'm gonna again come to y'all individually because there's so many pretty faces that I'm looking at. Todd, this is a very important question for you.
Yes.
How many times have you died in a fictional world?
Don't. It's a living. I remember once I was doing an episode of One of the Criminals, either Intent or Minds, and there's many criminals. There's Criminal Intent and there's Criminal Minds. This was the one with who's the guy that owned the pizza place in the Valley? Chicago guy. Yes, sure. He plays the gangster on The Simpsons. This is why I'm fried. He plays the big gangster on The Simpsons. Anyway, I'm doing it, and I'm coming out with my hands up, and then he looks at me and he nods and he goes, "Yeah, you and I have the same career. We either wind up with a lot of lead in us or cuffs." So it's basically, yeah, I'm either perp walked or I'm dead, or I'm now the misdirect. Where you're like, you think I'm the bad guy, and then I'm actually not. And there's the real bad guy who's more handsome than me over here.
But you still die.
A lot. I know, and I died in this.
I've watched you die so many times, Todd.
But not as tall.
Very well. Not as tall. Not nearly as tall. No, I died quite a bit.
We've got a good comment that just popped up. So we're gonna share it for a second.
Critter Nation 3000 said, "I remember on 12 Monkeys, you died at least 6 times."
You died 6 times.
I got my throat slit. I got my head cut off.
That's the joy of a time travel show.
I'm saying you can unwind it and redo it and fix it. But yeah,
that's a great Trejo, dude.
When John and I,
Billy Trejo probably holds the record. But yeah, I've died a lot. And Terry Metalis specifically likes to kill me.
Kill you.
And he likes to there's many a script where I would open it up and it says, "And Deacon's eye is swollen shut." Or yeah, he likes to put prosthetics on my face and kill my depth perception. That was like a common thread with him. Cover me in blood, cover my eye, and then say go. Work.
You're like the Sean.
I just remember
world.
Watching 12 Monkeys and texting you, Todd, when your head gets chopped off, and I was like, no, that is not okay. It's 12 Monkeys. You come back, right? And you were like, no.
I may have received the same text from Haislip as well. Yeah. These are spoiler alerts for people who haven't watched the show.
It also, like, it doesn't matter that we're in the industry and, like, we know how all this is done and made. Right. Watching your friend die on screen is still traumatizing. And that's literally, like, why in this...
Unless they owe you money, then you're like, you deserve it.
I was going to bring it back to this and then just sort of go global on this process before I have to bug, because I'm in the middle of painting. Because we're in the middle of trying to get Halloween up, and if you've been to my house at Halloween, you understand.
Halloween is also getting ready to celebrate your birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
I age, and then the next day I got to fly to New York overnight, and then fly back, and then I have to go to.
We're going to pass each other in the air.
We're going to pass, we're going to high five in the air. And then I got to go to Vista I got to go to New York Comic Con, and then Vista, there's a thing called Mystic Con on Sunday so this is why I'm gonna puke praise at you all, and then I'm gonna leave. First of all, you probably talked about the process in this, but the process of, we just get to go to like Jonathan's closet and on into black curtains, and then when it's golden hour and you decide to ride your bike and put your headphones in and you go for a ride to listen to the first episode, you're like, holy stop, that's not the little closet that I was at. Like, the world explodes, and it just the soundscape and I even was like, I literally had to stop the bike and text Jonathan going, oh my god, because you just have no idea when you're doing your piece of the pie in your little black closet, and then we leave the closet and most of the time talk about Dungeons and Dragons, but
what's that?
We don't have the time. We don't have the time.
That text made my month.
my God, yeah. I mean, look, I'm still catching up, but it was so impressive because, like, again, with a TV show, you at least sort of get to kind of grok what it's going to be while you're on set. Like you guys all know what it's like when you're on the bridge of your starship.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Just drop that.
Yeah.
Well,
Is this
that's
a good
right.
part of the? Is this a
Yes.
good part of the?
Relatable.
Totally.
I like to connect with the
And
people.
This is
Epic
why
humble
everyone
brag.
wants to kill you on their shows.
Pardon?
I said that and that
We're gonna
humble
kill
brag
you.
right there is why everyone wants to kill you on their shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I swear,
But
the flex of that one.
the joke aside, the joke aside, it's the fact that we
Wow. What
anyway,
what is happening? What is happening? Stop
we,
throwing this in my face.
And then this.
no, what I'm saying is when you're working on TV or something, you kind of can conceive of what it is that you're going to be, what it's going to be, and what it's going to look like, and what it's going to be a part of, right? And so this was so. And Tiff was there, and Jonathan was there, but the process in the room, and you guys all can attest, with like the mic and these brilliant scripts, you still don't know how it's all going to come together when all of the you got to don't make me get mine.
Man, you go ahead and get yours, man. You go ahead and get yours.
Oh, here I'll get my communicator.
You're trying to do a
They're having-
heartfelt, speech.
They're having a prop off.
Yeah.
It's a prop off.
Oh, it's so freaking cool. Cool.
Anyway,
so good.
that's my communicator.
That's a really nice communicator.
Thanks.
This is really cool. This is gonna never end.
This is going on
Please
social.
allow me to keep complimenting you, Jonathan. No,
I'll take it.
artistry and the skill and the level of the depth of the experience in its final form. I could not conceive of what it was going to be. I knew the scripts were good, and I knew the directing was good, and I knew that the storyline was amazing. But again, with cans on and jumping into it with both feet, but still not having any idea of how truly masterful the final product is. So,
Thank you.
So hats off to you guys, and thank you for inviting me to be a part of this process.
It's been amazing.
You always have my sword.
Aw.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Thanks, Todd. Why don't you go paint some more stuff now?
yeah.
I gotta go paint.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Go paint some Halloween.
Oh, nice jacket. Nice jacket.
Yeah, just happen to
It
find
pairs,
it.
it pairs really well with my Chateau Picard.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's really nice.
Wow.
So
no.
It's never gonna end.
Let them keep going. This is clips. This is content.
I thought
It's fine. It's keep it going.
I mean,
What is that?
That's not
You
cool enough. We need to
stole
make it
a
cooler.
board?
He's
no, I don't know where this came from. But it's not my true.
Oh, you might have won.
he just walked away with part of the set.
Is that the command center of the starship?
That's unbelievable.
I'm just gonna drink some Skywalker, and then
I've already finished mine.
I got another shipment in the other room.
Dude, the flex off is unbelievable.
It's
It's
epic.
actually is it a dork off? I don't know, man. It's maybe a dork off.
Little bit
I
of
love
both.
Todd, man. I love Todd. I miss Todd. I miss Todd. Great seeing you.
Oh my gosh.
So we're doing Ghostbusters this year, and I have to go paint the Scolari brothers because we're doing all things Ghostbusters.
Love it.
Can
Jonathan left
Tiffany
now.
FaceTime me from your house?
What you got there? Who are you gonna call? There it is. There it is. Dancing chats living together. Mass hysteria.
Hysteria.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice.
Oh
Here we
God.
go.
God.
And he's back.
So be good. For
Bring the
goodness sake.
chaos. Bring the chaos.
What is he gonna bring back? What's he gonna bring back? Oh, okay, so I'm gonna do I'm so happy that since you have to duck out, Todd, but it's one of those things where it's like it's lovely to have your friends come on board thing. But yeah, we didn't know what you were signing up for, and we hadn't worked together before. So I'm so thankful that you were like, yeah, let's come on. I'll come on. And I think he was pretty much one of our, maybe like within the first 5 sessions that we had for the show. I also think doing all the stuff that we do in the geek space, like keeping ourselves useful, because we all love this stuff. It keeps everybody.
We get to do what we love. Yeah.
I mean, we literally just had a prop off, and I love it. All
right, friends.
Happy birthday, Todd.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday so much.
Todd.
Happy birthday.
Bye, everybody.
You lived that
Long
so
and
cool.
prosper.
Goodbye.
Stairs.
I did.
I'm gonna miss him.
What do you need from me? Anyway,
Nice.
that's a Ghostbusters reference.
Actually, Jeff, let's talk to you because you are now the only guest who has not currently appeared on our after show. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's true, dude. No,
Yeah.
I was once in a Twitch, but I've never been like on video, dude.
I'm sorry, I got confused with Alex.
So Jeff, can you tell us a little bit about how you got involved in this project and what it's been like for you, like listening to this whole journey?
Well, me and Tiffany have known each other forever, but we still don't know how we know each other. We did a movie together. We did a movie together, and then that's where I think we met. But we might have met at some point before that. So we've been kind of like working together and known each other forever. And then she told me about this thing, and she's like, "I want to put you in there. I want to put you in there somewhere." And then she's like, "Can you do like a Brazilian accent?" And I was like, "No. But you know what? My boy Alexander Matos could do a Brazilian accent. That's my boy, my younger brother." And then anyway, but then they had a couple parts for me, and I just hopped in and did it. And I feel very similar. That when you see the setup, you're like, okay, is this going to be like legit? Is this going to be cool? And then you hear it and you're like, oh, what's so good? Okay.
That's a cool setup. Like, I feel like
I know, they're all dissing my, like, dude.
No. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's just, hey, listen.
No.
I was fine. You put me in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Egg crates. I thought.
Yeah, egg crates.
We wanted that echo.
Wait, so this is a funny thing. So last season, recording Curious Matter is literally in my closet, like part of my sliding door closet. That's how Jonathan and I did it. And so we were getting ready for this season, and Trisha Helfer, who's about to come to do, flying in from wherever she is to do the first recording session for this show, and she's like, "I mean, I don't need a recording because I can just do it in Tiffany's whatever Tiffany setup is." And I was like, "No, ma'am, you're my height. You won't fit in my actual." I had to squat to sit on the ground, like if I needed a break, and then going to record at Jonathan's or an actual studio. I was like, this is like, everyone's like, then I went to Jonathan's closet, and I'm like, Jonathan's closet is freaking awesome. It's not a closet.
Oh yeah, okay. I will say your closet is better than my closet setup because mine, the door closes right behind me, and I have to be like this the whole time. I can't really move. So your setup is better. But like, I just mean that, like, you know, when you're doing this kind of thing, oftentimes you will go into a studio, you have like the person like on the, you know, whatever. Yeah. And then this sounds better than most of those versions of the thing that I've done. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what was like crazy about it, that I was like, wow. And when I heard it with headphones, I was like, holy shit. And like a lot of friends like hit me up and were like, dude, the sound mixing on this is unbelievable. A number of my friends have said that. They're like, it just sounds so good. Yeah. So amazing. Kudos to you. Obviously, like it's unbelievable. Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, the booth is standard for a studio. It's just in my home, home office, in a closet. It is a closet, but it has been converted.
Just have Alison 3D print you in the booth.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna take a long time.
Might be possible. I'm learning more and more about 3D printing every day, my friends.
It'll take 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
It's it's a PVC. It's like it's inside of a walk-in closet, like fully padded, like internal structure inside of the closet. So it's pretty cool.
No, it's rad. Yeah.
Let's do a quick check-in with Alexander. Since you were on last, I keep wanting to say last week's, but it's technically 2 weeks ago, the last after show episode, and you were just, I believe, starting rehearsals for this play that you're doing, correct?
Yeah, so we were just gearing up. I'm in the middle of tech right now, actually. So I just ran back, threw my costume off.
Yeah,
but it's a different vibe. It's like Regency era Pride and Prejudice. You know, if I had the costume on, I'd accidentally come with an accent, and I can't help it. I'm just like,
now you're going to do the accent for us.
Yeah. Mrs. Bennett. Hello.
It's good. Yeah,
Great.
That's it. I'm a little leprechaun actually. So
It's Pride and Prejudice and Leprechauns.
and leprechauns. Yeah,
Yes.
it's the sequel to.
Darcy.
Yeah.
Tiffany,
Yeah, so I've been in rehearsal, and we were talking earlier. How many times have we died? I've died in most of the shows that I've been in since college and on, and so now I'm finally graduating into roles where I'm like, oh, I'm not typecast as the dead kid anymore. So I either got sick or I died, and then my friends actually like, hey, you keep dying, and I'm like, I don't know.
Can you do a death right now? Are you
with the accent, dude?
booked
Proper.
it.
I did the accent, dude.
consumption? It's consumption.
I like.
So there's a chance that accent and that death could be good crowd stuff for next season.
Bring me in for beggar on the side street, rogue in the alley. We got range, we got dialect.
He's giving urchin. He's giving street rat.
We're going period next season, and we're going back to supernatural horror for sure.
Wait, is this true? Is this like breaking news, Jonathan? Are you telling us?
It might be. This is breaking. This is some
news?
This is breaking news.
Oh, okay. We broke the news. All right, cool.
And are you telling us we all have jobs again?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
we all have jobs.
Oh yeah.
Give me 5.
Did I get the job? Is the question.
Yes, there's actually it's going to be as if I haven't made a big enough challenge for myself this season. This next one has 2 separate casts, one that takes place in England and one that takes place in Chicago.
Oh.
Everyone work on your British accents, please.
Chicago, huh?
Chicago.
Chicago, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff's already auditioning.
Yeah. There we go. Submitted.
Oh.
You're joined by Caitlin Bassett.
Caitlin, whoa, what up?
Hi, friends. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. I've been lurking for like 15 minutes, but now I'm here. It's very exciting.
Caitlin was on the Twitch, I'm pretty sure, and she's like, but I can't get on the video. I was like,
nobody lets me on the video. Then I got a little offended because then I saw the email being like, I'm sorry, you're only allowed 10 people. And I was like, was I not on the
Did you pop in before? Did I miss it?
No.
Okay. Just checking. New system.
She was on Twitch thinking that someone had to let her in on Twitch.
You just
okay, Eugene. Okay,
we got her. That's what matters, okay?
Yeah.
And she was an amazing apogee for us in this matter.
Yes, for one scene.
A great
scene.
Still kick butt.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So Caitlin, I'm going to be putting you a little bit on the spot right here, but I don't know if you remember this, but you and I were in an acting class together for exactly one evening, which was 3 weeks before you booked Quantum Leap.
Damn.
Which acting class?
Leslie Kahn.
Yes, I know it was Leslie.
Because you popped on and you told us the whole story about how, I'm sure people all know this by now, but you were actually an Army vet, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. And you told us this whole story and now you're getting into acting. And I was like, she's so fucking cool. And then it was like, I don't think we crossed paths in class again. And then I remember 3 weeks later reading this Deadline article being like, that's the girl who's in my class. Okay. So congratulations. I finally get to tell you now after 3 years or something like this.
She's more than a vet. She's like Army intelligence, right?
Yeah. Which is maybe an oxymoron.
You're the closest thing to a spy we actually have on this show.
Apple intelligence.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. But that doesn't mean I'm a real spy. I'm just the closest thing to a spy you have on the show.
By the way, that's what a spy would say.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So a kind of funny thing about that class, I tested for Addison, for Quantum, and the day, so I tested on a Friday, and that class was on a Monday or something.
Yes.
And the class and the sides that Leslie sent, which should tell you how current Leslie is, wore the Addison sides for class. And I was like, I absolutely cannot watch 15 girls crush these sides. I can't do it. I'm going to have a mental breakdown because I'm waiting to hear if I've gotten this job. Like we are tested. Like I am on pins and needles just waiting to hear what my future is going to be. I was like, I can't watch just a bunch of girls go crush this. And then me be like, I missed that. And no, I couldn't do it. So I never went back to class because by the time the next class came, I had booked the job and I was on my way to Vancouver.
That's amazing.
I love that.
That's just one of the weird things about this town is like hearing this great story in this class and like 3 weeks later being like, and now they're a star. Like,
I am. And Leslie's like, see what I can do for you in one class.
Yeah.
100%, dude.
Leslie definitely takes all the credit.
Yeah. I told her that she sent the sides and she was like, see, I'm current. I was like, we know, Leslie. You're very current. You're too current.
Awesome. Well, Caitlin, do you want to tell us briefly about how you got involved in this project and how it was working on it and listening to it all?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same answer for everybody. Tiffany.
Well, it wasn't mine, but
I do everything Tiffany tells me to do. She's like, hey, do you want to go to this party and dress up like for Halloween? And that's not me. And with Tiffany, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'll do that.
You had a ball, though. You had a ball.
You don't even want. I don't want to tell you what we're doing this year yet. I want to surprise.
I don't want to tell you what I'm doing this year either.
I met Caitlin because I did an episode of Quantum and Loki. Sorry, Loki's like, yeah, you did. And I remember being on set, and when you do that show, it's like, as a guest star, you don't really get to interact with Caitlin all that much because she only interacts with Ray or people in that space.
Right.
If you're in the world that he's dropped into, you don't get to interact with her. So, like, we went to lunch, and I was like, I want to talk to this girl because she's so, like, you hear all the military stuff, and you're like, she's so fucking cool. And then I was like, she probably has a smile. The only person I've ever met who might have a bigger smile than I do. She's got these, like, huge face smiles, and I was like, we're meant to be friends. And now we've just been friends, and so it was like, this came up, and I was like, Caitlin, do you want to do it? And you're like, yeah. And, so I just tell her all kinds of random stuff to do, and apparently she doesn't. Although, this Halloween, you sent me the thing, and I was like, I don't know. And then later, I was like, okay.
For when this goes on the record in the pictures, it was a joke that I sent. I was like, this is ridiculous. And then she was like, you want to do it, though? And I thought that was a joke, too. And then we ordered our costumes, so now we're doing it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So last year we were Velma and
Daphne.
Daphne and Velma from Scooby-Doo. And it was perfect. And like literally still now I'll run into people that were like, oh, you were Velma at the party. I was like,
y'all look great.
You have proof? You have proof.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh my God, you guys look adorable.
It was pretty good.
I can't wait till people are listening to the actual podcast version of this, and now they're all going to be like, "Crap! Why was I not watching it live?" Sorry, I was going to say let's get a little bit back on track because we're kind of running late on time, and I want to ask one more question that I'm going to go to all y'all individually, so we can get some good answers for this. And Amy, I'm going to start with you because I feel like we haven't talked to you for a hot second. I feel like you've been so patient over there. But I want to ask all of you. So. Amy, you're in the hot seat first, but the rest of you get some time. What was the first science fiction film or book that impacted you?
Oh, okay. So Star Wars, I will say, I was earlier in the game for fantasy, but Star Wars, my dad, you go to Star Wars, and I think definitely in middle school at some point, and I later then built 2 different shrines to Mark Hamill. In the following it, yeah, it was like, and then I became obsessed with him, and then I found out he was too old for me. Little 12-year-old, 13. I found out he was too old for me. In a lot of ways, that didn't stop me from building a second shrine. And it didn't stop me from having a crush on him either. The second shrine was like, that's okay. I'm 13 and he's 40 and we'll make it work, you know? So not to make it horny right now, but that's, that's my experience. So
Amy, I have to tell you, I had the same exact experience with Davy Jones from the Monkees.
Oh,
like,
okay.
When I found out that I was watching the reruns of a show and he was actually like way older than what I was watching on the TV shows, I was like, no.
Yeah. I made my sisters watch every day after school. Everyone was watching like Growing Pains or something, and I made them watch the half-hour Just Shoot Me that Mark Hamill guessed it on. We all watched that one episode, and I think to this day I could probably quote it. Is Skywalker Ranch really a ranch? Okay, we don't have to do that, but I remember, he played himself, and I was like, he's the best. All right, that's my answer.
All right, Jeff, you're up.
Wait, what was your question? How did I get into sci-fi stuff?
No, the first science fiction film or book that really impacted you.
Well, dude, you know, it's probably Star Wars, like somewhere. Like I would say it probably is Star Wars because I have an older brother and that was kind of a thing. But it might have been, and this isn't really sci-fi, but it kind of is. Did you ever watch Krull? That movie?
Oh,
yes, Krull, that old
Yes.
movie. It was like it's like fantasy sci-fi. Like it's like a little bit of both, it feels like.
Yeah,
and I
it's
remember
fantasy, sci-fi fantasy yet.
Yeah, it's sci-fi fantasy. And that movie it was a core memory in my brain. Like spoilers if you haven't seen it. There's like this one of the characters. I think what's his name's in it, dude? Liam Neeson's in it actually. That's not a spoiler. He's just in it. But
that's on IMDb.
Oh, yeah, that's just on IMDb. You can just look that shit up. Yeah, he is. He's like the rogue that they run into. He's like, I'm gonna join you, and then you're like, what the? And then like they just go on an adventure together. But there's like noble sacrifice that happens. Like one of the characters is this noble sacrifice at some point, like near the end of the movie. And I don't know why that's just such a core memory in my brain. So like Krull, something about that magical little like disc that they would throw at the
You wanted that weapon like I did.
Yes, 100%. 100%. I wanted that weapon.
The glaive.
Is that what it's called? The glaive? The glaive.
Yeah.
Of course, Jonathan knows that off the top of his head.
All I can think of when I hear Krull is How to Lose the Guy in 10 Days, which he named Matthew McConaughey's penis.
That movie's amazing. It's a great rom-com.
I don't remember the movie you're talking about. That's all I can think
All right, Eugene, your favorite rom-com? I mean, sci-fi film.
Favorite rom-com, Fools Rush In. But anyway,
nice.
Oh, all right.
A lot like Love, actually. That you can't ever find it. It's really weird. But mine might be Star Trek, because I was a huge TOS fan, and then I used to read the books. So, I used to read the books. DC Fontana, Peter David.
That's like uber nerdy.
Del Rey books.
Del Rey,
man.
That's the author of Police Your Planet. That's what it's named after.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Oh.
That's for Del Rey.
Del Rey, dude.
Alexander, how about you?
Sci-fi. So similar to Amy, I was super into fantasy when I was a kid and dragon bugs. So I was trying to scrounge. Yeah, I have like a dragon encyclopedia. But I was trying to scrounge for like sci-fi, and I realized I'm a huge weeb, and my like foray I think into sci-fi would probably be so when Blockbuster was still doing video deliveries, I started getting into anime and stuff, and I went through the list, and Akira was on that list. And so I think that was the first one where I was like,
a good man.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a good start.
Like Power Rangers or like Pokemon as sci-fi because of technology, the ball, maybe. Like Akira's goated, you know? I mean, that motorcycle slide is just like in everything, dude.
I'm gonna call Alison here. There's no way that you're saying goated and you know what Blockbuster is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know. And this was Blockbuster when they used to send like the DVDs in the little paper slips.
Oh, you mean when they used to do with Netflix?
When they were doing the Netflix
They were
thing.
trying to compete with Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was you
And this is when Netflix was mostly, well, they don't do that anymore, do they?
No, you got tail end, dude.
So I'm the tail end generation.
Okay, that makes a little more
Making the
sense.
forest
I was
grow
like,
naked, no technology, and then now I'm glued to my phone. So right. I know what dial-up is, but not too well.
Okay, Caitlin. Sci-fi
That's
film
Caitlin
or
messing
book.
with her shoulder.
Yes, she's like, I'm sorry, there's a question. Sci-fi film or book that was first impacted you.
Okay, I grew up in a household that watched Star Trek, and also my parents, it was like that awful relationship where like my mom loved Star Trek and everything fantasy and sci-fi, and then my Tracie! Hi.
Hey. Well,
5 minutes is fair, guys. 5 minutes.
No worries.
There was a lot of that, and I did love that. But I feel like the first one that actually showed me kind of what sci-fi could do and how powerful it was. It was actually, and I think it counts as sci-fi. It should, is the book The Giver. It was the first time I fully understood that you could, first of all, you could misdirect, like you could make an audience member misunderstand the world, and that was so unique to sci-fi and also fantasy to a bit, but more sci-fi, where you could really expose something about people, how people understand things through science fiction. So I think that had the biggest impact on me of kind of what sent me down this trail.
Oh, dope.
Wonderful. All right. Well, we gotta. I mean, if anyone's curious listening to this later, and why someone just screamed Tracie at the top of the because we just got joined by Tracie Thoms coming live to us from the set of 911. Right?
I know. I just got my makeup off. I still have stuff.
Oh, you are fully in a makeup trailer. You are fully.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting my makeup off.
In the makeup trailer.
That's
I know. But I gotta get on there. I gotta get in the last 5 minutes and just say hi, everybody, and I love our show, and everybody's amazing. I'm fans of everybody, and everybody's killed it.
Real quick, can you just talk to us a bit about like how you got involved in this project and what it's been like, the journey has been like for you to be on this?
Well, so Tiffany asked me, Tiffany, Derek, Eugene, of course, Malcolm, Bear, and Sujana, all my friends were on the show. I was like, did you want to be on the show? I'm like, yeah. I would love to be on the show. And it was just kind of just as quickly as that. And I'm so stoked about it because I listened to it and I'm just like, everybody's dope. The story is, I don't know how you did any of it.
Yeah, me especially, right? Cool.
You especially.
Right.
Well, like the funny thing was we were at Syracuse, who's one of the producers on this, his birthday party, and I was talking to Eugene about having him come in to record. And Tracie and I knew each other, but I was like, I didn't know her on the level to be like, hey, do you want to come on our audio drama? And Eugene was like, what, Tracie wants, how you ask Tracie? She'd do it. And I was like, really? And I was like, hey, Tracie, do you want to be in our audio drama? And she was like, yeah, I do. I was like, okay.
And it's done.
That's what happened.
Which I love. It was about a year ago, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, we had to wait a long time to for a few characters like Apogee and Maja Nolan. Like we recorded it, and they were sort of later in the show, but it's been so amazing. Like, did you get a chance to hear 8 yet? Because your speech tonight on in 8's amazing.
You know what, Jonathan?
Well,
what? No, I know she probably hasn't. I want to say it's amazing.
No, I have.
No, she was. No, she did.
You listened to it?
Yeah.
She did.
I did.
Yeah, tonight.
I did. I listened to it while people were trying to wire me and stuff. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm listening to a podcast. Sorry. I'm sorry. What are we doing?
Hold
I'm sorry.
that
Hold that thought. I'm listening. You know what I mean? Because I need to go back and listen to all of it because, because podcasting is new in my life and just how you listen to it and where you are, I listen to the car. I'm like, oh, but I'm distracted in the car. So I have to listen again and go back. But I skipped it. I'm just going to skip and see how everything turns out at the end because I don't really know. We don't really know. you know. And so we got our speech at the end, and I remember, you know, it's kind of duplicitous about it, and like, but he doesn't like me. But but you know what I mean? I'm a politician. What do you want?
Work.
I don't always tell the truth. I have to convince you that I'm telling you the truth. Then. So, so yeah, and it came out well, I think. So thank you for the opportunity. It's really awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I will
Tracie, thank you for
Tracie,
taking the time to join us tonight.
Listen, though, Tracie came in to record, and she had it was like your character didn't have a lot of small conversations. It was always like big, speaking, kind of huge moments, and every time you freaking crushed it. It'd be like you'd read it, and we were like, okay, do you want to do that again? Like, do you want? Okay, cool. And that's one of those things I think when you're working on a show like this, like just feeling excited that you got the right people in the right roles, where it's like it is so natural because I can't remember. Did you think you had not done much like VO? This is the first.
No, I'm still kind of used to getting into it. I did like the Marvel, the Wastelanders.
She did Hawkeye.
I did Hawkeye. I did that, and I've done like a couple. I did Vox Machina a couple days on that, and you know, but I'm still relatively new to VO stuff, and I still don't really know how it works. I'm always asking Eugene, like, how do I do this? And he's like, you're
I'll say you're from Juilliard. You'll figure it out.
I'm from the Juilliard School of Drama, so I just looked into my drama training.
Okay.
For it, because it's speeches. You know, I'm like, okay, I can do speeches. I think
soliloquies.
You got all the big monologues. Yeah, we could. They were all monologues.
All monologues, speeches to big crowds of people. I didn't get a lot of like incident conversations stuff, but I'm happy to do whatever. I could be incidental voices and bad boy. Hey, you come over here! No, stop that! You know, that would be fun.
Booked it.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of street urchins in the next one, so.
Oh, great!
Next one's gonna be fun, and we're not gonna wait as long to do it because like it was like 2.5 years between seasons. We're gonna get something going pretty fast.
So, is this the Curious Matter troupe?
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
With a company.
We're like
volunteer.
Yeah. That seems like with the Ryan Murphy and all as a.
Honestly, like it has been that. Like, I feel like Alison and Amy, you guys were in the troupe before I came in. And then Colin Ferguson pulled me in. And then this season, we got all of you guys in. So every season gets bigger, and we get a bigger group of people. And
extended universe.
It's mind-boggling. I've said it so many times. It's mind-boggling. Season 1, episode 1 is me alone in a basement. And it has gotten here. No, it's like, I can't even... I don't understand how we got here. But we did, and I'm so grateful to all you guys.
Yeah, this is so dope. It's just, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany, for bringing us in. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tiff.
Aww.
Yeah. And John, thank you for all your amazing scripts, your amazing work, and your amazing mixing, dude.
Yeah, dude, the binaural stuff is crazy. Crazy, as the kids say.
I sort of can't think of a better way to end this with all of that, you know? Thank you all for being a part of all of this. I mean, you know, Tiffany and Jonathan, you guys have pulled together something quite amazing here, as we can tell from like just this cast that's like looking back at all of us right now. It's incredible. And you I mean, y'all did amazing work. And like, I, for one, have really enjoyed listening to these episodes live with all the viewers. So I mean, as you can tell, like just being shocked as I'm listening to the story, even though I knew part of it because I did part of it. And I think that's a testament to just really good art when you're involved in the project, it still like impresses you to no end. So thank you. Thank you all. Jonathan, how do you feel? Do you want to?
Oh my God. I mean, I just want to thank literally everybody. I'm a person who spends 95% of my time alone in an office in front of a computer, turning this work into this. So it's very weird for me because I feel so isolated, like, and for like the past year and a half, but like with Tiffany being a partner for the first time on this season and having a creative partner who was there every step of the way has saved me from it's so tough to get to the end of them that normally I'm like literally an emotional wreck in a bad way because it's so much work and so much exhaustion. But Tiffany has been my rock for a year and a half on this, and it has honestly been the best creative experience of my life. And getting a chance to work with all of you has been like a dream come true. And just getting a chance to like have you work on the art, but meet you as people, and every interaction has just been so gracious, and your generosity has just been so unbelievable. I have been speechless for a year and a half, like at every stage of this. And even though I write a lot of words, I guess pretty fast.
But writing is not the same as speaking, dude. You know,
like
I am so grateful.
400 plus pages. Let's just that you wrote.
We have to shout out. We have to shout out Shannon Perry for her amazing work in the minisodes. She helped with a lot of those, and they're really amazing. So yeah, I'm just at a loss. Like it's the end of the road on this like really long journey, and it's like it's sort of melancholy because there's not another thing to do. And now I'm like, well, what's next? What do I have to do next? And I'm just every day I'm just so grateful for all of you guys.
Well, next is season 4 of Curious Anthology. And you have already promised all of us jobs. So we'll see you all.
Yay! And then the animated series, which is coming too. I saw the comments.
There we go.
Right. Just fire.
It's already written.
All right. Well, y'all, this. Okay. Sorry, Tiffany, are you saying something?
Yeah, I was saying really sad to like, huh?
There's a comment
outside.
Sorry.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up because now this is becoming chaos. We're wrapping this up.
All right, let's do our outro.
This has been an absolutely amazing season. Thank you to Eugene, Jeff, Amy, Alexander, Caitlin, Tracie, Todd Stashwick, who was on with us at the beginning. You all are incredible.
Yay.
I love seeing your faces on here. We want to thank all the fans out there that have made this season a roaring success. Thank you for all of the love and support from those that have been with the show since we began, and all the listeners that found us along the way. You are why Jonathan has created this show.
We.
All of us. Here we are.
Tip your waitresses.
Yeah, for all the
Let higher glories later.
For all you Kickstarter backers out there, it was you who made this season happen, and the team is very grateful from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you to the entire cast for being a part of this motley crew of misfits. We really are, and lending us your talent, your time, your spirit. We call it the CMA family for a reason, and this season that family has really grown and blossomed in just an unbelievable way.
Yeah,
and
to the technical team, to Death Queen Vex, our moderators, Jack Bowman, Sandeep Parikh, Tiffany, of course. You guys have just been an unbelievable talent and spirit, and like thank you for having me on again as the co-host of this after show, because it's been a joy.
Yeah, thank you, Alison and Sandeep.
Sandeep, yeah. Just for our podcast listeners out there, we want to hear your feedback. Make sure to reach out to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, under the handle @CMAnthology, and online at www.cmanthology.com. And please don't forget to check out our merch store. Help keep Curious Matter going by picking up a t-shirt or sticker today. Also at cmanthology.com. And please make sure to like, review, subscribe, and or comment on your favorite podcast app. The Exile is based on Police Your Planet by Lester Del Rey, a literary work in the public domain, and this show was produced in accordance with U.S. copyright law. Curious Matter is produced by the Knightsville Workshop in association with F and Funny Productions. Copyright Knightsville Workshop 2024, all rights reserved. Alison, take us.
Go binge it. Go binge all the episodes again. Go listen again.
Yes.
Seriously.
Binge out.
We love you out there. We love you out there in the CMA universe. We will see you soon. And thank you for listening.